everybody, Bones here with CAJUNRNEWBBQ. Hope you're doing fine. I'm making it myself. Today, we are here at the Louisiana Smoked Meat Festival. And we're going to talk to some of the teams, hopefully taste some barbecue if they're doing it here, and stick around and see who wins the festival this time. Stay tuned.
We now have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now recognize the veterans who are with us today as we present your colors that you serve under, and we say your anthem, please stand Okay, we're going to start off with the United States of Army. working on the space station will be the next presentation. Now we'll have a moment of silence for the POWs and MIA.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another big round of applause? Dignitaries here up on the stand. I have with me our Ville Platte City Chief, Chief Neil Ortig. Next, I have our newly elected judge of the Third Circuit Court of Appeal, Judge Gary Ortego. And you've already met Sheriff Charles Gilring, and you know me, I'm Randy Distel, your Clerk of Court. I didn't skip her. I didn't skip her. That was done intentionally. This year, every year, I mean, in the past, the proceeds with this went to support the Vietnam veterans. Over the years, it's changed. I think, JD, you said it was 1993, the first Beyond Buchanan Festival that we had. So it's good to see it that it didn't die, that it just went dormant for a little while. It's back. But it was to support the veterans. This year, they're putting a little emphasis on PTSD and suicide awareness among our soldiers. So that's what they're going to be gearing the monies towards. It's a huge problem, and it's something that needs our support and our help. At this time, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker to you. Ms. Latasha Kelly. Retired Sergeant Latasha Kelly was born and raised in St. Francisville, Louisiana. After graduating from West Feliciana High School in 1999, she enlisted in the United States Army. Also, Latasha served in the Louisiana Army National Guard and was deployed to Iraq in 2011. She has worked for Volunteers of America in Baton Rouge, assisting homeless veterans and their families. She is currently the Service Members, Veterans and Their Families Liaison for the Louisiana Department of Health and Office of Behavioral Health. The Mission of Service Members, Veterans and Their Families initiative is to assist service members, veterans and their families with finding behavioral health services and other resources within their communities. Also, Ms. Latasha is a co-team leader for the Governor's Challenge to prevent suicide among service members, veterans, and their families. She is very passionate about helping fellow veterans, but recognizes the importance of the veterans' family members. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Latasha Kelly.
Good afternoon. It is indeed a pleasure to stand before you today. I was really, surprised when I got the invitation, but I'll tell you, if you call me for anything, if you say veterans, I'll be there. You say food, I'm really gonna be there. So I want to start off, I want to read something to you. And I know some of the veterans here probably can relate. And this is actually like a portion of the Vision Project from New Orleans. So with the Vision Project, they take a picture of something and the veteran describes how they're feeling or what they're, dealt with during their time in the military and afterwards. So I'm gonna read this one to you. That is sometimes how I feel, that I am the forgotten boat that was once beautiful, and you could tell it was about to storm and that it was perfect, but because you feel as a caregiver, you get tossed to the side and you're weathered by the storm. You have more resources when you are on active duty, but when you get out, you are abandoned, and those rain clouds never go away, and you are forgotten. So I believe most of us here as veterans can say that we've been through that in some part of our life. I'll tell you, as for me, when I got out the Army, just coming home, really didn't know what resources was out there. And it wasn't until I started working for Volunteers of America, working with homeless veterans, this is something that I didn't even knew that existed. That program pays first month rent and deposit for a veteran who is homeless. Also utility assistance, as well as they give them a voucher where they can get like household goods. So all these things like that I'm learning now, I didn't know when I first got out. But if I had known those things, it would have prepared me better for my life after the military. And so I feel like this is something that it's not a problem just for veterans, it's a problem from everyone. I mean, suicide is, right now, how many you've seen so many young people are dying from suicide, and it makes you think like, we're not doing enough. And I tell you, as for my job, I'm the SMBF liaison. So my job is to be that person to give resources out to the service members, the veterans, and their families. Because a lot of times, people don't think about the family, and that is what we need. When we come back home, the family is there. So there need to be more services, not just specific to veterans, but for their families as well. So along with the SMB collaborative team and the Governor's Challenge to prevent suicide among veterans, service members, and their families, what we have in store, what we're trying to do right now is have training where it doesn't matter whether you're a veteran or a service member. If you are a family member of a veteran or you're a caregiver, then you'll be able to take these courses. And some of the courses will be like assist, gatekeeper, and those are the things that we need to know. Like, if you ever come across a person that's in a situation and you know that suicide may be an option, you'll know how to prepare yourself for that. So these classes will be free. Some of them will be virtual, but you can sign up. It's Louisiana Center for Prevention Resources. It's through Southern University, and you can go on even online now and register for some of the classes. But as we get along further in it, we're gonna have classes for military cultural awareness, because you have to think about some employees don't know how to deal with us when we get out. We either gonna be short-tempered, be like, you know what, I got my benefits, I'm gonna go home, I ain't dealing with this, or we're gonna be like, I don't know if I should talk to him because she look like she about to go off right now. So let me tell you, I myself, for years, I came home in 2012. And what was different in me, I came home different. I came home a different person. I'm a people person. I love people. I never meet a stranger. But when I got home, I wanted to be home. I didn't want to go out. I no longer did the things that I like to do, like be around family, go out, going to church. Those are things that I didn't want to do because I didn't want to be around people. But it took some friends, it took some family members, and also some of my clients that I realized, I'm like, I got something going on and I need to figure out what's going on. Because my thing is, I'm helping other veterans. How can I help them if I hadn't been helped myself? So this is something I'm very passionate about. And when you think about it, how many people go through and experience this PTSD? PTSD, it's various symptoms. Like you may just say a family member, give me a husband and a wife that's maybe the husband is the veteran and the wife is just the caregiver. Do we have any out here? So she's the caregiver. Okay, so tell me sometimes you know that he's agitated, he's frustrated, antsy. So to better, everyone to know how to deal with these things, because sometimes if you don't know how to deal with it, that can cause stress in your marriage. Like, oh no, I'm not dealing with this. I don't know what y'all did over there when y'all was in Iraq. I don't know what y'all did in Vietnam, but you know what? I'm checking out. But this is where we're trying to get it, where everybody can get trained on these things and to know what to look for. Another thing is, when we talk about PTSD, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be that you deploy. It could be from sexual trauma, military sexual trauma. It can be for anything like sexual harassment. It could be just a bad situation like, just think about Katrina. When Katrina happened, Rita, I'll tell you, I've done more in the National Guard than I did in the Army. And I'm gonna be honest, when I joined the Army, I didn't really know what I was signing up for. They showed me a video and it had this little cute lady and she was filing papers. And I was like, oh, that looked like something I wanna do. But once I got there, nobody told me we was gonna stay weeks in the field. Nobody told me that we're gonna be dirty all the time. I'm like, what happened to all this stuff with the cute little, the computer, the cute little outfit, dress A uniforms? But it was no more. It was, no matter what your job is to protect the citizens of wherever you are. So all that, about what I thought I was going for, that changed. And I'm proud of everyone here that they shared their lives by giving back and making sure that we have the freedoms that we have today. When I tell you, I think about all the time with suicide, I'll tell you, it hurts me, especially when you know a person and you feel like you wouldn't even think that the person would, die by suicide. You think, just because someone looks like they're happy, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going through something. Nowadays, you have to check on your happy friends, because your happy friends will go around acting like nothing's happened, and deep down, they're ready to end it all. So we have to do better as family members. We have to do better as citizens. Be prepared to, when you come across these situations, to where you'll know what to look out for, what's the signs, where does, where do I need to take this person? If I just think about it this way, if a person has told you something, it's feeling of helplessness. They tell you, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just tired of this world. I want to leave. So when someone tells you that, you take it a next step further. You ask them, how do you plan on doing this? Have you thought about how you would do this? And if that person tells you that he has a plan, then you should act on it. You should act on it. Even if he doesn't have a plan, he or she doesn't have a plan, you act on it. There's far too many of us that are dying every day. Anywhere from 17 to 22 veterans a day. And I tell you, it may not seem like a lot, but for me, I say one is too many. So I just, I invite all of you, if y'all want to be part of any of these teams we have, the SM Collaborative Team is where we give out resources to veterans and their families. The Governor's Challenge, we're coming up with different trainings to get out to family members, veterans. It's free training. And like some of them, it may be in person and some of it may be virtual. But this is a problem, and it's just not a veteran problem, it's everybody's problem. And so, families, we want to thank y'all for everything. I thank my husband, he put up with a lot of stuff with me. I'm not always the easiest. I'm happy going, but I tell you, he told me the VA should be paying him because I snore so loud. So I just thank the family members for standing by our sides, being there while we go through things, because sometimes we don't always know, what the next day may look like. And, thank y'all for y'all support. Because without y'all, a lot of us wouldn't be here today. But if anyone wants to volunteer, I'll tell you this too. If y'all have any kind of festivals like this again, y'all got food, y'all got the Dutton Family Ranch, y'all got Rip Up, anything that y'all have, I will come to. Any resource fair, you can invite me, I'll be there. So if anyone wants to volunteer for any of these teams, I have cards in the room that was set up for the veterans. There's cards in there, my business cards. I would say contact me by my email. That's the best way to get in touch with me. But I appreciate y'all time, and thank you so much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Ms. Natasha. We appreciate that. And it just shows the importance of what PTSD and what our soldiers have to face when they come home. But we have, when you have soldiers that go out and give for us, when they come back, they continue working, you've got to respect that. It's in their hearts. It's what they do. This is my favorite part of the whole program. I get to single out each of our veterans that are here with us today. And when I do call your name, I'd like you to please stay standing until all names are read. First, we have Mr. Charles Gilrig, Sheriff of Vangeon Parish, and you are in the Air Force. Mr. Marcus Fontenot, U.S. Navy. Mr. Michael Godwin, U.S. Navy and Army NG. Mr. Donald Jones, Air Force. Mr. Ian Roche, Army. Mr. Terry Gilry, Army. Mr. Eli Landry Jr., Army. Mr. J.D. Swallow, Army. Mr. John B. Artigo, Army. Mr. Greg Fontenot, Army. Mr. Jason Frugier, U.S. Navy. Ms. Latasha Kelly, Army and Army National Guard. Mr. Brandon Guillot, U.S. Army. Ms. Mr. Barry Dufour, United States Air Force. Mr. Keith Williams, Army. Mr. Adam Mouton, U.S. Army. Mr. Fred Oquan, Army. Mr. Brent LeBlanc, Army. Mr. Roy Pirot, Army and United States Air Force. Mr. James Savoy, United States Marine Corps. Mr. Hank Breaux, United States Navy. Mr. Paul Dupre, Navy. Mr. Douglas Swallow, Army. Mr. George Masip, Army. Mr. Harold Burrell, Marines. And Mr. Jim Weber, Marines. Now, while y'all remain standing, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to read this because this is pretty much how we all feel about each and every one of you that I just named. And if I haven't named you, it's because you didn't have an opportunity to sign on the list, but know that you're in our hearts and we mean this for you also. It is the veteran. It is the veteran, not the preacher, who has given us freedom of religion. It is the veteran, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of press. It is the veteran, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the veteran, not the campus organizer, who has given us the freedom to assemble. It is the veteran, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the veteran, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. It is the veteran who salutes the flag. It is the veteran who serves under the flag. Thank you, veterans. Thank you very, very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Hang around, enjoy the music, sample the food in each of the booths, and we're going to be announcing the winners at what time? At 5 o'clock. So at 5 o'clock, we'll have the announcement of the winners. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so what's your name and name of your team?
Bo Wilson, and I'm representing Edward Jones, Bo Wilson, my department, yep.
You're from Ville Platte?
I am from Washington, but my office is here in Ville Platte, and my dad's worked in Ville Platte all my life, and so I've been around this community for a long time.
Do you compete other places?
I've done several cook-offs before, nothing professional, just to get out in the community and enjoy myself. My daughter, we recently did a jambalaya cook-off in Grand Coteau for her. We did the catfish cook-off in Washington recently, and this is my first time doing the smoked meat cook-off in Ville Platte.
Have you ever won anything at those?
We have not won, but we've always enjoyed ourselves, so hopefully this will be the first time.
So I was glad to see a smaller pit versus these big things most people have.
Yes, yeah.
What do you think is the best thing that you cooked?
I don't know. His ribs were really good, but when I turned in my jambalaya for the donation, they said it cleared out in about 5 minutes, so we'll see.
Do you have any future plans to do anything besides festivals, or?
No, this is just to get my name out there and enjoy myself and be a part of the community. So this is just amateur, and we're just gonna have fun and do it every year.
That's cool. Thank you. Alright, so what's both y'all's names and who are you with?
I'm Neil Ordway.
And I'm Bob Reed.
We got Cajun grillers for the show, and we got Bayou Marine Cajun blend seasoning.
And where are y'all from?
Ville Platte, Louisiana.
Ville Platte.
How long have y'all been competing, or is it just for fun?
12 years?
About 12 years, yeah.
Do y'all go other places or just here?
He goes other places, I do here.
Have you ever placed or won grand in any of those?
No. Maybe today.
That's
Maybe
good.
today.
What do you think is the favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing? I guess my spotted cat I cooked for the competition. Smoked catfish.
And then for your blend, is it all seafood based, or
Is it all white
the
man?
seasoning, is it mainly for seafood or is it for anything?
Oh no, it's everything. Rib eyes, pork roast, anything you want. Cajun dip mix, some dip.
Is it available in store?
Yeah, all around Ville Platte. Yeah, 13 stores.
We're way over from Hammond, so.
I don't have it that far. They have to order it on Facebook. They can order on Facebook, and we can ship it right to them. Yeah.
Y'all have plans on expanding?
Well, maybe. I don't know about that far, but yes, we plan on it. We see how it goes. It's only a year we're doing it so far.
Only about a year so far.
And,
How did you start doing it if you've only just started it?
It's all my personal recipes I've been doing for a long time.
Was it difficulty at licensing and whatever you need?
Well, yeah, it's not easy, but yes. It's a little trouble, but it's paying off now.
It's worth out.
It's worth it, yeah. It's worth it. Yeah.
Alright, that's it. Thank you.
That's the taco stuff.
Mexican street market.
This is our smoked spotted cat. And our seasoning with some pieces of homemade tasso in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Latasha.
Yeah.
What is that?
You heard?
Smoked spotted cat with tasso. Really good. We're gonna see if we come out in the competition with it.
Go ahead.
So who are you with and what is your name?
My name is Moonshiner Mike Copper. This is our product Marsh Magic. This is my partner Eric DeVille.
And where are y'all from?
I'm from Mississippi originally, live in Tennessee, and of course.
And I'm from here.
You live in Tennessee currently?
Yeah, Curtin. Yeah.
And how long have y'all been competing?
First time.
This is our first time.
Okay.
Yep. First time.
How long have y'all been doing the spices?
Almost a year now. Yep.
And how's that going?
It's going well.
Is
Going
it
really well.
local stores or?
Local stores. We got Tennessee, North Carolina,
South Carolina.
So it's starting to branch out.
Yep.
Do you do other festivals or events?
I do a lot of events. Yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever won or placed grand overall?
No, this is my first time to ever compete in cooking.
Okay.
Even though I love to cook.
What would you say is your favorite thing to cook, or the best thing that you cook?
Oh Lord, everything. I love cooking everything.
But what did y'all turn in today?
We actually turned in pork loin and whole chicken.
And is that your setup everywhere you go? Just the one grill?
Yeah, for now. I mean,
Yeah, like I said, this is our first one, so kind of just getting the feel of what we need to do and stuff like that.
Some of them are so elaborate, it's like daunting. And you plan to expand the spices, you plan to expand the
absolutely.
competing?
We plan one day to be pretty much all over the United States with seasons. Yeah.
You're already in a bunch of states, so that's
Yeah,
We're on a good start.
We're on a very good start. So.
Alright, well that was it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Oh, a catfish!
Oh, I ate some fish now.
I'm so excited.
I know the washerboard tournament is taking a little bit of attention there, but I think this is something that we're going to have to look forward to and do it. The first order of business, if you see this wreath right here with our queens travel the state representing l'NWBBQ throughout the state. They take most of the money out of their pockets. They're raising this so that they can have extra dollars to pay for gas, pay for room and board, pay for whatever it is, so that they can travel and represent us at each of the festivals in the state. So as they pass around, please be generous. It's $1 a ticket. Please buy a raffle ticket for the wreath. It's for a very good cause. It's for our queens that will represent us wherever they go. So ladies, have at it. It's yours now. All right, we're starting now. We're gonna start with the way they gave it to me. I'm not there to pick, I'm just here to read. We're gonna start with the professional division. The professional division in the sausage, andouille, and ponce category. We're going to go from third to first place as we announce the awards. In the professional category in sausage, andouille, and ponce, third place goes to Teats Food Store, Justin LaFleur with ponce kebabs. As I announce your name, please come up. The Gazette is here to take pictures. They'll take pictures of y'all. Professional division, sausage, andouille, and ponce, once again goes to Teats Sports 2, team number 2, Luke DeVille with pig shots. I didn't get to try them, but those pig shots sound interesting. In the professional division of sausage, andouille, and ponce goes to Denim Stuffed Ponce. Team Ryan Leday Williams, Donna Badron, Pat Leday, Craig Leday, and Angelica Williams. Congratulations, Team Williams. Now we move into the Tasso category in the professional division. In the Tasso category, we had 2 entries. Second place in the Tasso professional division category goes to Smoked Harvest Casserole Cheesecake. Smoked Harvest Cheesecake. But the Mercer Regional Team number 2, Guy Thomas, Renee Brown, Shanna Thomas, and Todd Swallow, and Brandy O'Quam. That was a delicious cheesecake. I did have a piece of it. And first place in the Tasso category goes to It's Tasso by Teats Food Store, team number 1. Justin LaFleur, Luke DeVille, and Lonnie Andrus. That Tasso division into the smoked seafood category. There was quite some interesting dishes today. There was smoked fish, there was smoked shrimp, there was a lot of smoked dishes, seafood, which were very, very good. Third place goes to Sacaleo Lacagus. Mercy Regional Team number 2, Mr. Guy Thomas, Ms. Renee Brown, Shanna Thomas, Todd Swallow, and Brandy O'Quam. Guys, doing good, Minnie Pearl. Second place in the smoked seafood category, professional division, goes to Gonflé Shrimp, done by Teats Food Store, team number 2, Mr. Luke DeVille, Justin LaFleur, and Lonnie Andrus. Some Gonflé shrimp, they must have been swollen. And first place in the smoked seafood category goes to Little Kickers, Tate's Food Store Team number 1, Justin LaFleur, Luke DeVille, and Lonnie Andrews. Next, we have the professional division still. It's the smoked poultry category. We had 2 entries in this category in the smoked poultry. And second place goes to Denver Smoked Stuffed Chicken Wings. Team Ryan Leday Williams, Angelica Williams, Craig Leday, Pat Leday, Donald Badger, and Brian B. Dream. And in the professional division, the smoked poultry category, first place goes to Boneless Stuffed Chicken Surprise, Tate's Food Store Team number 2, Luke DeVille, Lonnie Anderson, Justin LaFleur. To the smoked game category. Smoked game category. We're still in the professional division. We had 3 entries here, placing 3rd in the smoked game category. Professional division were smoked backstrap poppers by Team Ryan Leday Williams, Angelica Williams, Craig Leday, Pat Leday, Donald Badger, and Brian B. Dream. Y'all come on up, guys. All right, and placing 2nd in the smoke game category, professional division, is Canard Pirot by Mercy the Regional Team number 2. Mr. Guy Thomas, Renee Brown, Shanna Thomas, Todd Swallow, Brenda O'Quinn. And placing 1st in the smoke game category, professional division, were Duck Bombs by Tate's Food Store Team number 1, Mr. Justin LaFleur, Luke DeVille, and Lonnie Andrews. Moving into the barbecue smoker category. I know a lot of people out here claim to be some great barbecuers, but I'm sure when you smelled it early this morning, there was some really good ones here today. Placing 2nd in the barbecue smoker category is Tate's Food Store, Team number 2, with RNEWBBQ, Mr. Luke DeVille, Justin LaFleur, and Lonnie Andrews. First in the barbecue smoker category, professional division, Ryan's Rub Pork Steaks by Team Ryan Leday Williams. Mr. Ryan Leday Williams, Angelica Williams, Craig Leday, Pat Leday, Donald Badger, and Brian B. Dream. For the professional division at this time. We'll name the champion at the end of the ceremony. But up next, we're starting the amateur division. Those that entered our amateur division, we're starting with the sausage on Dewey and Ponce category. Second place in the amateur division, sausage on Dewey and Ponce category goes to Old Fashioned Ponce by Mercy Regional Team 1. Mr. Troy Gilry, Maggie Gilry, Mike Fontenot, Nolan Gilry, and Chris Aguilar. I think he's 11 years old. Our cook is 11 years old, ladies and gentlemen. In the amateur division, sausage on Dewey and Ponce category goes to Piquant de Poulet by Schlumberger Cameron, team number 1. Dave Fontenot, Mickey Johnson, Pat Eads, and Stanley Fontenot.
Everybody.
Congratulations, guys. Now we move into the Tasso category in the amateur division. Tasso category, amateur division. Third place goes to Diversified Portfolio Jambalaya, Edward Jones, Bo Wilson, Justin Carroll.
I'm serious, I'm sitting there doing
He like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third place winners, Diversified Portfolio Jambalaya by Edward Jones. Second place, Tasso category amateur division goes to Jammin' Jambalaya by Mercy Regional Team number 1. Mr. Troy Gilry, Maggie Gilry, Mike Fontenot, Nolan Gilry, Chris Aguilar. Jammin' Jambalaya. Place in the amateur division Tasso category goes to Tasso Burger by Cajun Grillers. Bob Reed, Neil Ordwin, Macy Waz, and Lance Langino. Get out of here, Bob! Hi, Bob! Woo! Tasso Burger by Cajun Grillers. Next, we have the amateur division, the smoked seafood category. Smoked seafood. Coming in third place is Smokey and the Catfish. The Cajun Grillers with Mr. Neil Ordwin, Bob Reed, Macy Waz, and Lance Landreneau. Our second place goes to Some Bitch Crawfish by Schlumberger Cameron Team number 2. Miss Amy Moran, Trina Fonda, Taylor Newton, and Jared Ordwin. Guys. And first place in the smoked seafood category amateur division goes to Bayou Oyster Links. Schlumberger Cameron Team number 1, Mr. Mickey Johnson, Dane Fontenot, Pat Eads, and Stanley Fontenot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go in now into the smoked poultry category. Smoked poultry. Amateur division. Third place in the smoked poultry amateur division goes to Drunken Chicken with Smoked Potatoes, Marsh Magic Products, Mr. Eric DeVille, and Moonshiner Mike Cockrell. Come on up, guys. Drunken Chicken with Smoked Potatoes by Marsh Magic Products. Second place in the smoked poultry category, amateur division, goes to Weave That Bird, Slumberjay Cameron, team number 2, Mr. Jared Ordway, Ava Moran, Trina Fontenot, and Taylor Newton. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you. And the first place winning dish in the smoked poultry amateur division category goes to The Unknown by Cajun Grillers, Lance Landrino, Bob Reed, Neil Ordwan, Macy Watts. As they make their way off the stage, we're moving to the smoked game category. Smoked game in the amateur division. In second place in the smoked game category is Whitetail Grits by Slumberjay Cameron, Team 2, Miss Trina Fontenot, Ava Moran, Taylor Newton, Jared Ordwin. Whitetail Grits. The amateur division, placing first is Spicy Deer Poppers by Mercer Regional Team number 1, Mr. Troy Gilroy, Maggie Gilroy, Mike Fontenot, Nolan Gilroy, and Chris Aguilar. Troy, you did good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go on to the finals, I would like to say something on behalf of the Beyond Bukanai Festival. To those people that participated in the booths, to those of you that cooked, you know, COVID put a damper on our festival and our numbers are way down as far as the number of cooks. We used to have 40 cooks here. Today we don't have that. But y'all are the seed stock of what is to come. Y'all are bringing this back for us, and for that we appreciate that from each and every one of you who started at 5 o'clock this morning or still here today. So thank you to everybody who participated in the competition. Next, I'm going to the booth and team judging. Oh, wait, we got a minute. Wasn't in my white papers, but is in this one. In the amateur division, in the barbecue smoker category. In the barbecue smoker category, amateur division, third place goes to El Smoke the Taco, Cajun Grillers, Macy Was, Bob Reed, Neil Ordwin, and Lance Landrino. Category amateur division, we have Taco About Good, Slumberjay Kelly, team number 1, Mr. Patty Eads, Mickey Johnson, Dane Fontenot, and Stanley Fontenot. Division barbecue smoker category is the New York Stock Exchange style ribs done by Edward Jones, Mr. Bo Wilson, and Justin Carroll. New York Stock Exchange style ribs.
Justin won. Justin won. Come on, Justin, you thought you didn't have to. Oh, yeah.
Dressing up and being a part of the theme of the Smoke Meat Festival. And we want to award those people some recognition. And the best dressed team, placing third is Marsh Magic's Products, the Cajun Cooks.
All right, Marsh Magic!
Marsh Magic Products, ladies and gentlemen.
All right!
Second in the best dressed team goes to Mercy Regional Medical Center, Country Farm. And first place in the best dressed team category goes to Yellowstone, Summer J. Cameron. Decorated booth category. Best decorated booth, placing third place, is Marsh Magic Products with their seasoning booth. Congratulations, Marsh Magic. Eric, you doing better than you thought? I guess so, yeah. Placing second in the best decorated booth goes to Mercy Regional Medical Center, the Country Farm. And first place goes to Slumber J. Cameron with Yellowstone. The Devil Ranch is here in Prague.
Anyone want to go for this? That's yours, man. Go get that medal, baby. Am I in your way with all this?
I know of people who have built cabinets to house these trophies, or these two handmade smokehouses to represent La Viande Boucanée, and that goes to the grand champion winner overall. We started with the professionals, we're going to continue with the professionals. In the professional, grand champion winner is Doug Bombs, Teats Food Store, team number 1, Mr. Justin LaFleur, Luke DeVille, Lonnie Andrus from the Smoke Game category.
Look, she's over here.
Please make your way wait to Boggy Bayou. It's going to be another good time, and the benefits of that festival support the nursing home. And our amateur grand champion is The Unknown by Cajun Grillers, Lance Landreneau. From the smoke poacher category with Bob Reed, Neil Lord-Wan, Macy Was. Grillers. Well, that wraps up the award ceremony for the food booths. Do not forget to purchase a raffle ticket for this beautiful wreath going to support the Queens. Oh, if you're still right here, they decided they would do the raffle now. So if you have tickets, get your tickets out. It's the red tickets. I have some too. I'm going to get them out. All right, we're shaking it up right now. Somebody's going to draw the winning ticket. And the winning ticket is ticket number 453-1032. 1032. Look, I think we got a winner right here. Congratulations, Ava.
So, festival's over. Not really. They're going to be playing bands. I'm not going to be sticking around for it because I'm tired. But hey, festival was great. They had not that many teams, but hey, 2 years of not being able to produce anything because of COVID kind of really messed them over. But like they said, they're rebuilding. So looking forward to what they do in the future. Bones out.